Okay, so on the top of page 8, I'm just going to show you how we would evaluate using inverse or arctangent and arccotangent. And really what we're thinking about is, what angle do I take the tangent or the cotangent of to get this answer? But you need to think about the restriction. So remember, arctangent goes from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So that means that your values are either going to come from this quadrant or this quadrant. Okay, and in this case, because your value is positive, that means your angle is going to be here in the first quadrant. So what I'm asking you here is, what angle do I take the tangent of and get 1? So we would take the tangent of pi over 4, which is 45 degrees, but you need to answer in radians. So the same idea here. What angle do I take the cotangent of and I get negative square root of 3? So what you need to think about is, where are my angles coming from? Which we'll cover. My angles, if I'm going from 0 to pi, are either going to be from first or second quadrant. In this case, because I've got a negative value, cotangent is negative here, that means my angle is going to be from here. So this would be the pi over 6 family. So I'm saying, okay, if I take the cotangent of 5 pi over 6, which is from this quadrant, I get negative square root of 3. So this answer is 5 pi over 6. You are essentially going backwards. You are looking for an angle. So what we can also do is evaluate the composite function. And if you recall from Algebra 2, when you work with a composition, which is like f of g of x, you work from the inside out. So we're going to cover up this first part and say, okay, what is the tangent of 5 pi over 3? First of all, you need to think about, where is 5 pi over 3? 5 pi over 3 is in the fourth quadrant. Tangent's negative there. More specifically, this is negative square root of 3. It comes from the original unit circle. So now I replace this with the actual answer, which is negative square root of 3, and you're going to take the arctangent. Now you need to switch gears. So you're ignoring this problem and we have a new problem. You're asking yourself, what angle do I take the tangent of and get negative square root of 3? Because this is negative and this is the inverse tangent. I'm in the fourth quadrant. So that means the answer would come from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So then the answer here is negative pi over 3. You cannot answer 5 pi over 3 because this does not fall within the restriction of the range. Okay, so you have to go back to the range for the inverse tangent. Same thing with the cotangent. So you cover up the outside and you start on the inside. So this comes from the original unit circle. Cotangent of 7 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6 is in the third quadrant. Tangent and cotangent are both positive there. So when I answer this, this is the square root of 3 for cotangent. So I rewrite inverse cotangent of square root of 3. So this answer will come from the pi over 6 family. You just have to get the right one. So inverse cotangent goes from 0 to pi. Because this is positive, I'll be in the first quadrant. That means my answer is pi over 6.